The Christian family set up roots here on Alamo Drive 14 years ago. It's the house Grandpa built with his own hands.
This means a lot to him. It means a lot to us. For us just to lose, you know. So it'll hurt. It'll hurt if something bad was to happen.
Across the street, chickens roam in the front yard of the neighbors.
We have a nice house and they barely got something. Just imagine them. They have over like 6 kids in that house, and where would they go, you know?
Felix lives in the shadow of the planned 130 dump. 17 stories of garbage could soon be his neighbor.
Trash. It stinks. It's bad. It's, you know, it's no good for the human body or the human environment.
Have you ever wondered why the Caldwell County judge has abandoned these folks for some out-of-state garbage guys? Felix Christian thinks he knows why.
The man wants his money, whoever is trying to run the trash, whoever it is. It's not a healthy choice for anybody out here.
Have you ever noticed where they don't like to put garbage dumps where the rich people live? Mike Levenko is now president of IWSG, the new owners of the 130 dump. He's a local for the out-of-town owners. His house in Driftwood, Texas is worth about $1 million. No chickens roaming here, but he's got a nice pool. But Levenko was just brought into the 130 dump deal weeks ago. Before that, he was the boss of the company that picks up the trash in Lockhart. Green Group, remember them? They were going to run the proposed dump, but now they're just minority partners, not in charge. The big bosses, they live out of state. Take a look, Felix, at IWSG founder Chris Beal's nearly $6 billion mansion in Greenwich, Connecticut. 11 bathrooms in this place, 10,000 square feet. When Beal is tired of this mansion, he does have a vacation spot in Vermont. There's good skiing in Stratton, Vermont. No tower of trash in these scenes from the quaint Vermont village. Co-founder Charles Appleby just sold one of his houses in Florida for a cool $750,000. But on social media, the Applebys seem to be most proud of the place they had in the Bahamas, on Marsh Harbor. And their custom 46-foot yacht was painted to match the house color. You get it. There's a ton of money in trash. And that's why the silence from the county judge is deafening. No public hearings to hear from the new owners, their plans, their proposals. IWSG is new to Texas. They don't run a single dump anywhere. But their owners have a long history in the trash business. A company called Advanced Disposal. A company with a history of complaints, environmental violations, millions in fines, even death. 12 times in dumps across the country they own, leachate leaked or spilled into the groundwater, nearby creeks, storm drains. At the Green Tree dump in Pennsylvania, records show fines totaling more than $600,000 in 3 years. Water pollution, facility not designed, constructed, maintained, and operated to prevent hazards. At Cranberry Creek dump in Wisconsin, a leachate liner failed. Months before, hundreds of gallons of leachate was released into the storm drains. In Jacksonville, Florida, at the Jones Road dump, excessive levels of benzene. We've watched news stories from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, dump dust covering the streets. At Eagle Bluff dump in Alabama, fugitive dust coated trees outside the facility, turning into mud, flowing into a local creek. That sounds nice. At the Stones Throw dump in Alabama, pollutants discharged into Glidden Branch Creek. When you think of the Blue Ridge Mountains, something beautiful comes to mind, right? But the Blue Ridge dump in Irvine, Kentucky, well, the image not so good.
It's scary.
Radioactive waste, a lot of it. And the dump is right near a high school.
The potential of what it can do, can cause. Is that worth money? Is that worth people's lives?
It's a question folks in Caldwell County have an absolute right to ask. But instead we get silence from the politicians. And the county judge, why does he get so mad when someone has the nerve to ask? I just want to know why you don't show up in court to help the citizens who are fighting the dump.
We're done.
Okay, well, I'm not done. But Felix Christian is worried.
I mean, the trash is gonna get infected with the water and it's just gonna mess up everything for us out here.
He has a right to get answers. It's been almost 3 years since the Caldwell County Commissioners even held a public meeting with Green Group. They've never held a public meeting with the new owners. A citizens group had recommended tougher environmental standards for 130 years ago, after weeks of meeting. What happened to all that? IWSG hasn't been asked how many employees they'll hire, how much towns will be paid, where the trash will come from, their safety record. Remember, Green Group isn't the owner anymore. Here's some breaking news. The 130 folks have already been given their construction development permit go-ahead. Judge Hayden could have called a meeting to try and stop it, but silence. The county engineer who approved the deal works for the same company as Commissioner Ed Theriot. Phone records show Hayden and Theriot were on the phone with the garbage guys the day before the new company was announced. Guess they didn't see any reason to update all those folks who packed Commissioner's Court one night to protest the dump. News stories suggest they're almost ready to start building. These are pictures of heavy equipment already entering the site a few days ago. Yet silence from the Caldwell County judge, who wants you to believe he's always been against a dump. Maybe they want Felix and his family to just shut up, stay uninformed, until it's too late.
It's gonna hurt all of us.